It's such a weird thing when we're told when. Like when it's enough, when to pull the plug, when... It seems like it is often a challenge or a test for me that I don't recognize till later. Because I tend to, if I let you in, I end up loving you. And I do get attached, and I do want to protect all this nonsense of my own ego getting in the way sometimes. And but you know, I've shared with you, and this has happened to me. I'm no innocent party over here, where we're not loving ourselves. That's where we're easily puppeted, right? And so this is the idea of don't eat strangled meat. Don't listen to somebody who's being puppeted. It's like they don't even realize they're being strangled. They don't even realize they're being puppeted. They think they're speaking for themselves. They think they're running the show. They think they are in charge of their mind. They're not. Somebody else is in control of their mind. Somebody else is steering their ship. Somebody else is puppeting them. Because they're not fully loving and honoring themselves, so they are easily puppeted. Whatever their get is where they're getting steered. And they're getting fed in that disadvantage that continues to grow. And we've all been there. And so this was kind of the conversation was like, but don't we want to love and support and stay? And it's like, yes and no. This is when's when. When's enough? And they were showing it kind of like, if you're healing you and you're a whole and you're filling in your cup and you're offering that example and advice if asked for, and you don't see any changes, and it's happening time and time and time and time and time again, and you see that there is no changes, then eventually you're now the fool that is going to be drained. And you don't want to leave because you love people in your life and dynamics, but if you recognize they're not teachable, or they're not willing to be taught, or they're not willing to do the hard things, it is kind of like you have to leave them behind. Do you want to? No. But do you love yourself? Yes. Well, it comes down to that sometimes, where it's kind of like between a rock and a hard place. It is kind of that, do you want your life to stay stuck and stagnant there? Or are you choosing to continue to grow and expand and live a full life? Well, that requires sacrifice. That requires doing the hard thing. That requires leaving behind things that we don't want to leave behind. But it's like that needs a reframe too, right? It's like, no, they're choosing what they're choosing. They may want you to stick around because now it's benefiting them. It's like now you're becoming their addiction, but that's not serving you and that's not serving them. It sucks, but it's the truth. Most people don't take time to step back and take a look and consider the dynamics that are going on. They just let them continue to unfold the way they unfold. And they could be weeds growing and strangling you, and you're just letting them unfold and strangle you. Sometimes people don't see it until it's too late. And I've shared with you many a times, I stay too long to my own detriment. That's who do I have to blame? Right? And it's almost lazy staying too long. It's like on one hand, it's hoping things will change, but that's hoping the exterior will change. You have to change the interior, and you have to know yourself, and you have to stay in your alignment. And it's lazy in that it requires you to make shifts and changes. And sometimes that does require a lot of work and effort, because it could be, depending on your scenario, quite a shift. A tremendous amount of internal changes that requires so much that next thing you know, the entire exterior changes. In a blink of an eye, before your eyes. But it's good. It's for your benefit. I mean, if you're doing it for your benefit, if it's coming from the right place, so on and so forth. You know that rhetoric. So it's interesting because I'd start off by saying, because I feel like there have been times where they were like, enough, now move along. But now that I'm seeing it and talking all the way through, I think I was saying, they were saying it was enough and telling me to move on. It was like, no, they had been telling me. And I was choosing. And almost like you could say disobedient or resisting, like not wanting to leave, not wanting to disconnect. And it's like, we've already established it's not serving either party. It's like then you become the karmic, right? Like if you stay and disable them and not let them see and not let them learn and not let them grow. And if they choose not to, they choose not to. But you're choosing that you want that. So then do it, right? Like we have to make hard choices. But we also have to do it with clarity and from alignment. I think that's it for me. It's like I end up definitely waiting too long, but what is it? It's like I'll get in alignment. I will get the clear confirmation, but then I'll doubt myself. And I'll be like, well, yeah. And they'll throw up their hands like they just did now. Like, you've got to be kidding. And I'll do that quite a few times, and I'll want such certainty. And it's like, okay, well, now you're totally certain, but do you know how much time we wasted to make you certain? Do you see what I'm saying? Like, and I know this about myself. I don't love this about myself, but I do know this about myself. And I've gotten better over time and over the years, but we only have so much life. And when I spend a huge chunk, oh God, they're laughing at me. I know. I mean, I am aware. Oh, anyway. Yes. Thanks so much for tuning in and listening. You can now purchase an audio journey with me using the link below.